So again, thank you all for joining. I'll go ahead and get started with an introduction. My name is Daniel Barry. I am on the strategic partnerships team at SHEIN Marketplace, where I look after partnerships to enhance our seller community, which is fast growing. And I look after partnerships and have been working very closely with Finale Inventory team on our technical integration, which we are very excited and just launched. Formerly at Amazon, formerly at a company called Pixie Beauty, which is a CPG brand. I have a previous life in the agency world. For that, I would kick it off to my colleague Steve, but he is having some technical difficulties, so he may be joining shortly. But for now, I'll hand it off to Samantha.
Hello, I'm from the Finale inventory side of the house. I am a partner manager that focuses on igniting our technical partnerships and really producing awareness and adoption for our joint sellers or potential joint sellers. My background is actually on the selling side, so any of our sellers, I can definitely resonate with kind of the turbulence you go through and your interest in multi-channel expansion. So I'm excited to speak from both the solution provider and seller perspective today.
And hey, everyone, I am Madison. I am Partner Program Manager here at Finale, and I help our partners and their clients grow through better inventory management and multi-channel expansion. And I'm really excited today to walk you through how Finale can support your success with SHEIN and beyond.
Beautiful. All right. So I'll introduce Finale just briefly. Finale Inventory, you hear the word inventory in our name, but we go far beyond that. We are really the centralized ecosystem for control of everything from purchase all the way to sale in your selling business. We have robust integrations to all of your marketplaces, point of sale, EDI, financial suites, you name it, and give you that centralized visibility and control, that real-time level of data you need to be a strategic seller. So today we're really focused on helping our sellers joining us about unlocking multi-channel growth. And first is the why. I'm very passionate about multi-channel sales. I previously sold on 16 different channels. And while I understand that could be a handful, the diversification of your business in multiple marketplaces allows for you to be protected against a lot of the changes we're seeing in our e-commerce ecosystem today. But also it has really diverse effects on your revenue stream. Some of your selling channels may be a volume driver, helping you with manufacturing discounts. Some will optimize your inventory, helping leverage tied up capital. This is a spoiler, some marketplaces are going to help give you a tap into a different audience that are going to boost your brand visibility or give you just very exciting incentives and potential profit drivers. So understanding why multi-channel, but then the how piece is going to be really our focus here today.
Okay. And with that, as Samantha alluded to, untapped audiences, new audiences. And what SHEIN Marketplace does really well is Gen Z. We know Gen Z really well. That is our core customer, which I'll get into some exciting insights. Before I do, here's a very high level. Their spending power is enormous. $3 trillion in spending power, Gen Z by 2030, according to Oxford Economics. So they are by far the largest, richest, fastest, and most diverse cohort in all the history of cohorts. So you look at millennials, which I am, you look at Gen X, you look at baby boomers, Gen Z eclipsed that in all four of these different categories. Now, we don't have a ton of information on Gen Alpha that's coming in, and we do have a blossoming Gen Alpha audience. But for now, we'll focus on the Gen Zs, who, again, just really eclipse the other cohorts. in these various categories. Gen Z, they're digital natives. They're basically born with smartphones in their pocket. 98% of them have a smartphone, and they spend 4 hours a day plus on their smartphones. They have a shorter attention span, but they are processing and filtering information faster than any other, cohort. And so they have 90% of digital growth from 2024 to 2028 will come from Gen Z. So if you don't have a Gen Z strategy, we as Shein Marketplace can help you craft one and help you shape one. But these are just some high level insights from eMarketer and Google Insights as to who our audience is. And continuing with that, they are 150 million customers on Shein. 150 million. We are a true powerhouse marketplace. And our customer is age 13 to 44, skewing younger. And they are primarily female. So about 85% of our audience is female. And I should add that half of Gen Z females shop on Shein regularly, or shop on Shein, I should say. So there is that dynamicism and that loyalty of Shein customers reporting that they socialize Shein to their friends, and even repeat customers. 7 out of 10 Shein shoppers surveyed said they plan to return to Shein in the next 3 months. We have a large social footprint, about 250 million social media followers across our platforms, and we're a robust campus ambassador program, about 50,000 campus ambassadors, and they're socializing, promoting Shein on college campuses all over the country. A little bit about Shein at a glance in terms of timeline and trajectory of our growth. So we were founded in 2012 as a D2C brand in the US and Europe. Fast forward to 2025, and we're the #1 most visited fashion website in the world, according to SEMrush 2025. So in just that 13-year time frame, we went from a little baby to the most visited fashion website in the world. So we see that expansive trajectory and growth in the short time frame we've been around. In 2023, we launched the marketplace. We actually just celebrated our 2-year anniversary here in the office last week with cake, which was a lot of fun. And we are happy to see it growing and expanding every day. We are served in over 150 markets and have about 16,000 employees worldwide. What are we known for? Well, we're known for fashion, we're known for beauty, and we're known for lifestyle. These 3 categories make up I call the Shein trifecta. So you cannot go wrong if you're a fashion seller, beauty seller, or lifestyle seller. Now, let me get into a little bit more specifics. Fashion encompasses anything apparel, anything clothing, anything accessories, and shoes. That makes up fashion. The beauty category encompasses health, personal care, and supplements. We recently launched supplements under beauty, and that is doing very well. There's also a lot of opportunity for growth. The third bucket is lifestyle, which includes home, anything for the home, whether it's home textiles, whether it's furniture, bedding, etc. And then the third or the second sub bucket under lifestyle is consumer electronics. We also have other categories. Here you see the high level of what our categories are, from pet supplies all the way through, not pictured here, we're in the process of launching food and beverage. So we have some exciting sellers in the food and beverage category for shelf-stable items. We might not be known for automotive, but we also have that available on Shein. So it's a full-fledged marketplace, and you can really get your hands on anything that you would like to. Just some unexpected products that move. You have your Nike Dunks, you have your Coach bags, your Apple iPads. These are all designer brand recognizable products that people love and adore, and they do really well on SHEIN. It's not just the lower price, more economical items that you might think. It's elevated price points for brands that people really are delighted to have and that are ubiquitous. So these Nike Dunks, 100 sold recently. Coach bags, 70 sold recently. Apple iPads at almost 500 a piece, 100 sold recently. So again, a little bit of a higher price point, but there is appetite and interest among our Gen Z and millennial audience to spend more on products that they love. Brand authenticity and safety insurance. So this might be something you're thinking about if you're a seller, you're not sure about SHEIN. You may think, SHEIN has some copyright infringed brands on the platform. Well, here's what we do to limit this type of activity. We require intense and immense certificates of authorization, receipts, invoices, and other forms of authorization to ensure that brands are authentic and they're either first party, meaning they're brand directs, or they're an authorized reseller or distributor with the proper documentation to sell on marketplaces. If somehow a brand makes it through, let's say they are active on SHEIN, but they are in fact a copycat brand. Well, we have a team scouring the internet, scouring our website to ensure that this type of activity doesn't take place and that those brands are promptly removed. It's extremely difficult for them to reopen a store in the same trademark. So we're not perfect, but we have checks and balances in place to, again, reduce this type of activity. Here's a quick case study that I wanted to highlight. It's with the Children's Place, the beloved brands. And this just shows millennial moms, hey, they're on SHEIN. And when Children's Place launched last December, their flagship store on SHEIN, they quickly amassed 12,000 followers and secured 1,000 repeat purchases. I think they did something like 6 figures in their first week. So you see, this type of activity happening with beloved brands on SHEIN Marketplace here with the Children's Place in their flagship store. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to the Finale team to talk about managing multi-channel operations.
Thanks, Daniel. So I think the channel expansion opportunity is quite clear. SHEIN Marketplace, we get to see under the hood at Finale. Our sellers were quite successful on SHEIN. And while they see that success, some of our sellers have voiced, well, how complex is it to get started? And it really comes down to your operational workflows and foundation you have in place before that channel expansion. And with a tool like Finale on your side, you're able to quickly get started and quickly see success and see multi-channel expansion as exciting rather than cumbersome or overwhelming experience. So we're here to be your unified team to help you scale successfully, quickly, and pain-free. Madison's going to actually give you a little bit more insight to what that means.
Yes. So at Finale, we specialize in helping fast-growing businesses take control of their operations with a powerful cloud-based inventory management tool. So whether you're selling on one channel or 10, Finale centralizes your inventory across your platforms like Amazon, Shopify, and now SHEIN. So you never have to oversell or lose track of your stock. And what really sets us apart is our flexibility and speed to value, like Sam was saying. Our platform is simple to configure, but powerful enough to support high volume sellers with advanced workflows like bundling, barcode scanning, reordering, purchasing, sales, all of that. We support your entire inventory lifecycle here at Finale, from purchase to sale. And as you expand your brands across new marketplaces, Finale does scale with you, making your multi-channel expansion not just possible, but also profitable as well. And this is a little example of how Finale integrates with SHEIN. Getting started is quick and painless. You can connect your SHEIN store to Finale in just a few clicks and have your data syncing within minutes. We make it really easy to push inventory to the SHEIN marketplace to ensure your products aren't overselling or anything like that. And then Finale can also pull the orders directly down into your fulfillment workflow via ShipStation. And also, please know you're never doing it alone. So whether you're just launching or scaling operations, you always have a dedicated team at Finale and SHEIN supporting your success every step of the way. And operational efficiency unlocks. At Finale, we really focus on driving operational efficiency because that's where sustainable growth starts. So you'll see financial gains by turning revenue into scalable profit, free up cash with inventory optimization, no more capital tied up in excess stock. We also help boost team efficiency and reduce costs through automation, smarter purchasing, and fewer marketplace fees. And with accurate stock levels, your customer satisfaction improves. No more stock outs, no more delays, no more clients trying to buy products that you don't have stock of. And one of the most exciting advantages of working with Finale is access. So I'm sure you guys know SHEIN's marketplace is typically invite only, but as a Finale client, you do gain access to exclusive selling opportunities that would otherwise be closed off to most brands. So that means faster go-to-market, new customer segments, and revenue channels that you wouldn't otherwise be able to tap into. So it's a huge win for brands who are ready to take that next step in their growth journey.
And as Madison was just touching on, we are an invite only. We are an exclusive platform. We are gated. However, for any Finale customers, that invitation is open, right? We are inviting you. We are providing you with that access to join our marketplace. And really, our business model is pretty simplified, right? We have a 10% commission across the board for all categories. It's a little bit lower for consumer electronics and big and bulky furniture. It's 8%, but primarily 10% across the board. We're super seller success driven, as Madison touched on, as Finale is as well. We have dedicated onboarding specialists, seller success specialists, and business development teams to really set you up as a brand for the most success amongst our hungry audience on SHEIN Marketplace. We have a diverse plethora and ecosystem of different strategic partners, Finale Inventory being one of them. And we are very excited about our continued growth in various segments. And with that, I will pass it along to Steve. And Steve, I know you didn't get to introduce yourself, so maybe you could take a quick hello.
Yeah, hey everybody. Apologies, was having some technical issues, so hopped on a little bit late. But nice to meet y'all virtually. My name is Steve. I lead the seller success team over here at SHEIN Marketplace, the US Marketplace. And I just want to hop on to give a quick rundown of some of the key features that we offer to y'all to enable success, enable sales, and maximize conversion. And so the first feature that I want to present today is the storefront. We empower every seller to have full control over their storefront, which is great. It's pretty intuitive. You go into Seller Hub, which is like our version of Seller Central if you guys are on other platforms, and you're able to basically curate your selection however way you like. You can do it by product line, seasonality. You could do it by best sellers, new products, however you want. We empower you with full control over that. And the cool thing about storefronts for SHEIN specifically is that we kind of have almost like a social media mechanism baked into it. And so you can see on the right on both pictures, there's a follow button. And so when a customer hits that follow button, not only does your products move up in their recommendations algorithm, they actually get push notifications when you make updates to the store. So I always like to think of SHEIN as like an intersection between like social media. Here's where we have that. And the next slide here, we're just kind of showing you how it looks under the hood. Like if you go into Seller Hub, this is the the interface, the user interface that you would see. And so again, we have seller success managers on my team that will be more than happy to help you guys out if you guys have issues. You are expected to own the digital assets, obviously, and managing the storefront, but we're here to help support you if you have any questions regarding the actual just user interface. So coupons are just store initiated promotions in general. We guys a wide variety of different ways to promote your products on your own stores. And so coupons is one main way to do that. It's going to be visible on your storefront, the product detail page, search feed, as well as like the shopper's cart. And so yeah, this can tie to certain products. And so we have different types of promotions that you can run and at your own time and whenever you'd like. It's all seller initiated. Just continuing on to some of the other marketing vehicles, we have platform campaigns that we run on a weekly basis, actually. And so this is owned by our marketing team, but we collaborate with our marketing team very frequently. And so definitely be checking your campaigns. If you do sign up today, check your campaigns in Seller Hub. You'll have all the campaigns that you're eligible for show up on the back end. Additionally, if you'd like to be a part of more exclusive campaigns, you would work with my team directly, as we have additional campaigns that require have a little more stringent requirements. We're trying to essentially source the best of the best deals and promotions, and so but with that, you get additional visibility and other exciting benefits such as like position locks on some of these placements. So another cool value prop that our team offers. Cool. And this is just kind of like a summary of all the different features that we offer to y'all to enable success, drive sales. You got the app push notifications, which I kind of lightly touched on with the storefronts. If you hit follow, as well as we do what we call EDM campaigns, but push notification campaigns. We have emails that go out, seller stores we touched on, campaigns. We also have live streams, which actually we're piloting this month. And so definitely would love to see this slide change once we complete that. And so we'll have that available to everybody as well. And we're also experimenting with influencer marketing as well. And so we're working on building up that arsenal of marketing programs so that you have all the support that you need to grow your products and your brand on SHEIN.
Thank you so much for that overview, Steve, of highlighting some of the, marketing kind of touch points and Seller Hub, interface features that are available to our sellers and our community. If you have any questions at all, I am your contact for all things SHEIN Marketplace. So here's my personal email, daniel.berry@sheingroup.com. My team is partnerships@sheingroup.com. Take a picture of this slide, take a screenshot of this slide. If you have any questions at all, would love to be a resource to you, bounce ideas off of you, or just chat or want to talk shop. I'm happy to be that person. And then on the right side, you see a QR code. That QR code goes to our marketplace page where you can apply to be a seller. Make sure you put Finale Inventory as your solution provider to fast track your application. And feel free to keep me along for the ride.
And on the Finale side, if anybody has any questions, they'd like to discuss our platform more, explore multi-channel growth, or want to explore our new SHEIN integration, please feel free to reach out to me. My direct email is there. Then the QR code on the right is to schedule a meeting with me. And I'd be happy to, like Daniel said, talk shop, discuss workflows,